In this video, I want to cover the brush preview options in 3DCoat in general, but there's also an additional option for brush preview in the sculpt workspace, so I will start here to begin with. While working in the viewport, you can see a brush preview encompassed by a bright orange circle currently, but I can change it back to the default yellow by going to the Preferences panel in the Brushing tab. You have a number of different options that we can choose from. These are the default colors for your brush preview, but you can always change that here to your liking. The inner profile curve is represented by red, which is extrusion from the surface by default, and blue when you hold the Control key, which inverts the action. When holding down the Shift key or the Control-Shift key combination, it will turn green, indicating that it is in smoothing mode, and this works across practically all of the workspaces in 3DCoat. But we have one preview option in the sculpt workspace that is unique just to that workspace alone. Let's go ahead and look at some of the options here. Hide brush with caps lock. What that means is it's going to hide that brush preview while you have caps lock on. But you do have the option to right click to preview temporarily while you are right clicking and holding that right mouse button. And then when you hit caps lock, you're toggling back out of that mode and it will go back to the default. Hide brush when you draw. So if you check that, it's going to leave the brush preview visible until you begin brushing. Once you begin applying pressure with your stylus, 3DCoat will hide that brush preview so that there is nothing obstructing your view as you are brushing. But as soon as you stop applying pressure, it will instantly reveal the brush preview once again. The next option is Show Brush Curve. This is the curve profile that you see on the interior of the brush preview. Its primary purpose is to visually indicate the depth level of your brush currently, but you can instead just rely on the depth parameter in the toolbar. We can also hide the inner brush alpha preview if we find that too obtrusive or distracting. You also have the option to show central dot in caps mode while drawing. That refers to the first option we looked at, hide brush with caps lock on. In place of the brush preview, it's just revealing a small dot indicating where your cursor is. Let's proceed to demonstrate this first option, brush with caps lock. With that checked, I'll go ahead and click apply, then OK. Even with that enabled, I am still in the default preview mode until I hit the caps lock key. What I'm going to do is switch to extrude and a stamp draw mode. And I'm going to talk about this sphere in just a moment, but for now I'm going to hide it. I can now pick a brush alpha by going to the activity bar, hovering over this icon, and then selecting a brush alpha, something like this one. I'll increase the fall off. You can see the fall off value reflected in the brush alpha inside the brush preview. If I bring it all the way down, you can see it goes to 0, so it's more of a hard edge. Okay, so let's go ahead and left mouse button click and drag that out. When I'm satisfied with the preview, I can just release pressure from my stylus to apply it. I will hit Control Z now to undo. Now I'm going to switch to a brush draw mode in the E panel. Okay, so you notice how it hid the brush alpha as we are brushing, but we still see the circle representing the brush radius. I'll hit Control Z a few times to undo a few steps. If I hit caps lock now, that preview disappears entirely. Okay, so all I'm seeing is this little dot indicating my cursor location. I can begin brushing, and still I'm not seeing anything at all except for that central dot that we talked about just a moment ago. I'll undo. But if I wanted to preview before I start brushing what my brush size is, I can right mouse button click. And while I'm right clicking, I can drag upward in order to increase the depth value or downward to decrease it. And I can right click and drag to the right to increase the scale or drag to the left to decrease the scale of the brush. Now I can left mouse button click and begin brushing again. In some settings, you may find it not to be ideal. So you can hit caps to come out of that mode, and now you're back into the default option. Let's go to the edit menu, go to preferences. So we're going to uncheck the hide brush with caps lock, and we're going to check hide brush when you draw. So I'll click apply, okay. And now every time I brush, it hides that preview. As soon as I release my left mouse button or stylus from the tablet, I can see that preview once again. Let me undo a few times. Now, I'm going to go back to the option for the influence area, render influence area. So there may be times where you want to see a 3D preview of the area that's being influenced. You can check that. Some people may find that a little bit too obtrusive or distracting. So you can uncheck that at any point. Next is customize influence. That's going to allow you to squash or scale the top half or bottom half of that sphere as it either extrudes from the surface or is extended beneath the surface. You can see here how the top half is squashed based on the percentage I set in the parameter. And with that, we will conclude this overview of brush preview options inside of 3DCoat. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.